Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. There have been a few things on the news that we've seen, and I'm not going to get into any details, but there are a few things that you can do at home, and I'm going to put together a couple different recipes, and maybe it can help alleviate a few concerns with just a few household products that you have on hand. So let me gather all this stuff up, and we'll go from there. Okay, I know there's been an awful lot of concern, and we're just going to go through this a little step at a time. One of the first things that you can use is any kind of chlorhexidine. Now, you're going to want to use that in your home. It's more like a soap. The other, now this is Betacept, and it's basically the same thing. It has chlorhexidine in it too, but those are two that you can pretty readily find. Now, what we're going to do next is we're just going to mix up really, really simple. And I'm just going to put in here that I am not a doctor. I am not a medic. And the only thing really that we have going for us is the fact that we tend to be a little bit more self-sufficient. So what I'm going to do is I have some isopropyl alcohol, and if you can read that right there, that is 70%, and the CDC recommends anything over 60 to 95%. And the other thing I have is just some aloe vera gel. In fact, this one in particular we like to use because it has lidocaine in it, but it's only at about 0.5%. So in a pinch, it'll work. Definitely will work. And let me get my cups ready here. First thing we are going to do is we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of alcohol. Keep in mind, you definitely want it over 60%. And if you have any old alcohol in the cabinet, maybe it might be a good time to get some fresh stuff. 2/3 of a cup. This might be a little bit more difficult, but we tend to keep an awful lot of aloe just in the household because of sunburns, and we spend an awful lot of time in the sun. So we're going to take 1 cup. Oh, it might take a second to get it in there. Hold on. It's kind of thick. I know it takes a minute. Just gotta be patient. Okay, that is about a cup. And I've made pretty good mix. So we're gonna add that into here. Make sure I get everything in there. And the only thing I'm going to do is just mix this up. This is the easiest, simplest recipe. And it is about as close to the name brand. And I'm not going to name any brands, but we're going to get that mixed up. And one thing you want to do when you're mixing anything with alcohol is to have a sealed container, because alcohol will evaporate. So you want to get it mixed up just as fast as you can. And I have some of these little bottles, and I keep a lot of these on hand, and I save just about every bottle that we use too. But From there, all you really need to do is just get it in an airtight bottle. And that's just barely going to fit. Just feed it in there a little at a time. And alcohol isn't necessarily affected by the light, but it is affected by evaporation. So as soon as you get it in the bottle, you want to put the lid back on it. But you can use just about any saved bottle, or you can go online and you can find bottles exactly like this. They don't cost very much, and that's going to last you for a while. Put them in your car, your truck, keep them in the house. That is as simple as it gets. But I do have a few other recipes in case you don't have these things just on hand. And if you give me just a minute, I'll get the rest of these bottled up. And we'll see what else we can do. Okay, if you don't happen to have aloe vera gel on hand like we do, using your own lotion, your favorite lotion, you can do that too. This is a eucalyptus and spearmint, cocoa butter, shea butter, and vitamin E, which will definitely help if your skin is a bit sensitive. But I'm going to make at least a triple batch. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 3 teaspoons of alcohol. And see, I got my bigger measuring cup, and I want 6 tablespoons of lotion. So this might take just a second. Wasn't really expecting to have to take quite so long. I should have taken the lid off. Okay, so that's about 4 tablespoons. So we'll get that in here, and I need 2 more. It's about half of that. And one thing that I tend to like to add is, in my own, it's just a couple of drops of tea tree oil. We did it triple, so about 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to mix that up really good. And just like anything else with alcohol in it, you definitely want to get it into a sealed bottle. So, take a sealed bottle. And that looks like it would probably make 2 of those bottles, and I'm not completely sure exactly. Maybe just a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure how big those bottles are because I just saved everything. But there's one that's a little bit more sanitary, and you can just make it out of your favorite lotion. So, with a little bit of tea tree, and like I said before, if you want something that's a little bit more of a citrusy smell, you can always add lemon or orange. And if the only thing that you have sitting around is antibacterial soap, when you open a new bottle, you can see there's a bit of a gap in there. You can always add a little tea tree oil, a little lemon, a little orange, or if you just aren't happy with the alcohol content, you can add a little bit more in there. Just make sure that you mix it up really, really well. Okay, that is all the footage that I have for today, and I hope that these few simple recipes have helped. Most of the things that I tried to use were things that most everyday people would have in their home. And being on homestead, we try to tend to be as self-sufficient as we can. So I try to keep a little bit of everything that we might possibly need, and hopefully maybe you have the same things in your house, and it might help alleviate a little bit of stress. But as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell to let you know when we have new videos coming out. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave any comments or questions you might have in the box. And as always, love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.